Survivor's Rule 3 states that the human body can only withstand 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without oxygen. Without oxygen, the human brain and body shuts down. For recreation, competition, or for harvesting marine life, breath holding is a rapidly growing sport. Experienced freedivers train to hold their breaths while diving hundreds of feet deep, often diving well over 3 minutes. The feeling of being on the bottom of the ocean without any equipment makes you feel like you belong there. The passion of mastering the breath hold is what keeps the sport so competitive. Everybody wants to dive deeper and for longer. The longer you stay down, the more you feel like you belong in the water. Freediving is considered one of the world's deadliest sports, with death ratios comparing to base jumping off of skyscrapers. In the commercial fishing industry, commercial divers across the state of Florida practice the hunting and gathering fish through both diving with tanks and, more dangerously, freediving. People believe that the key to a long breath hold is to have good cardio strength. The cardio and stamina means that a person can go longer while using less oxygen. An experienced swimmer can train just like how a runner can train, running long distances and gaining enough stamina to have a hold of their own breath. Strong cardio definitely helps a diver, but unlike common belief, breath holding isn't all physical. Mindset is a big part of a successful run in the water. Multiple record holders agree that physical training is not enough when it comes to breath hold. It's all in the head. Yoga trains divers so well because it has a mixture of meditation and learning body control. The more a diver knows their body, the more comfortable they are in the water. Divers are thinkers as much as they are athletes, so a sport which combines the two outside of water is a great training mechanism. All too often, freedivers drown in an attempt to test their limits. Improper technique or training can easily result in the death of a diver. The most important part to learn about freediving is safety. Shallow water blackout is a commonly occurring mishap for beginner to intermediate freedivers. Blackout is when a diver has depleted oxygen and faints under or at the surface of the water. It's far too easy for a freediver to get into trouble when pushing themselves. Fighting the urge to breathe is a good way to get yourself killed when holding your breath underwater.
It was a magnificent day. It was perfect. The water was that flat and so clean, and there were fish everywhere. It was just like any other day on the water. You know, the water was clean, the water was deep, the fish were on, and I just went that bit too hard. Yeah, Az spotted a nice big fish down deep and then sort of chased it as he would normally, didn't you? I went down after the fish and followed it, you know, well within my limits, I thought, but, you know, you get caught up in the moment and, you know, I didn't want to let the sort of a fish of a lifetime get away from me. And there's always that sort of sense, you know, you're there with a group of really good spearos and you want to back yourselves. Went down deeper, followed it a bit longer than I should have, and shot the fish. And that's where it all sort of blacked out for me, and I don't remember anything else. Breathe out. Az, breathe. Az, breathe. Az, breathe. Breathe, Az. Breathe, Az. Get the photo. Az, breathe. Az, breathe, Az. Boat! You know, reflex kicked in, and I just started giving him mouth to mouth on the surface, trying to get some oxygen back into him. And luckily, that after about 45 seconds of mouth to mouth on the surface, he eventually came back to it. So.
Professional divers use many varying techniques before preparing for a run. Packing, a series of breathing patterns which stretches the diver's lungs, allows for a larger volume of air to be held. Packing can assist a diver hold 3 extra liters of air without the accumulative years of physical training.